Hello, I'm Dr. Dana Mackison. I'm a chiropractor for 34 years actually in the Dallas area. And today I'll just maybe share with you just a moment about something in my life that's just been very exciting that I've had an opportunity to work with for over 20 years now. Actually a leadership program that I was fortunate as a youth myself to be involved with a number of mentors and a number of individuals who just certainly gave me a lot of opportunities for growth and a lot of opportunities for challenging me to achieve some interesting things in my life. So about 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to start a youth leadership program in the Dallas area, and we actually call that RYLA, stands for Rotary Youth Leadership Award, and ended up being something that we really just started as almost just an annual project. Even looked at it as just being a one-year project, just to provide some leadership opportunities for high school students. And that has really grown into something much bigger than what we anticipated, what I anticipated as I started that. Now have had over 4,000 youth go through that program, created an alumni program, have had a number of students that have left the program and actually started their own leadership programs in college settings. We've actually founded 50 more of those types of leadership programs around the U.S. So just a lot of miracles that come from things that you don't expect when you start a program of that nature. And it's just been exciting to be able to work with that group of youth and also to make the changes and challenges that I've seen with them. A couple of exciting things that kind of come from it is it's probably had about 10 or 12 marriages that have actually came from that group of students as they've become friends. And we talk about the program creating a lifelong friendship for them. And now, 20 years later, I'm kind of beginning to take that group. We created a foundation, and now to take that group and really let them take charge of putting the next 20 years together in the leadership program. So.
Are there any particular experiences with any of the kids that stand out for you?
Well, it's always interesting. It is a program that we've set up for juniors in high school, and so with the idea that we're working with them in a number of leadership categories, from just the understanding of personal development to ethics to leadership to really a concept of community development, community spirit, the aspects of giving back, the aspects of humanitarian concepts, and yes, many of them have not only just become, and many times kind of you're told that some of the things that maybe you said or the challenges you gave them over those, it's not just a one-year program, but some of the students have been, actually I've worked with them for over 20 years now. Some of them have been in the program, both going through some of the leadership training, but also then becoming the trainers and the mentors themselves. And just had the opportunity to really for them to share both in their maybe career development, but also then some of the other programs that they've actually started, everything from overseas missions programs to just creating very successful business careers to creating some nonprofit foundations of their own, and all with the challenge that they start in this program with myself at 17 years old. All things that they've said, someone made a difference of something that was said as I went through a program with you for a couple of years. So.
Thank you. Is there anything out of your chiropractic life that comes to mind?
No. This time of morning, probably to have to think about it. I mean, just always good. Just always providing good chiropractic services in the community, of course. I was just fortunate to have a good, as I was thinking about going, actually, my story, I guess, about being, how I got decided to go into chiropractic.
Yeah.
Certainly my story about going into chiropractic is I was adjusted when I was 8.
So let's
start with your name again.
Introduce yourself again.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Yeah.
Sure. It's Dr. Dana Mackison, a chiropractor for 34 years in Dallas, Texas, and I would like to just share with you a moment about how did I actually get into chiropractic, and the story that you've certainly heard from maybe many individuals, but for me, I did not grow up in a chiropractic family from the standpoint that my mom or dad were not chiropractors, but we were fortunate enough to have a very good chiropractor that had just always educated them about the quality of importance of chiropractic care. And so when I was 8 days old, I was actually got my first adjustment. My brother was actually adjusted on the way home from the hospital. So we were just fortunate to have a good chiropractor that had given us some good education, and then we just kind of grew up with that concept of you know, 1 or 2 adjustments, a few adjustments a year, and that's going to keep you healthy, and the kind of the wellness concept, and that's exactly what happened. We grew up healthy, never were sick, and so by the time I was about 6th or 7th grade, I just said I'm going to go into chiropractic, and it was not probably no question since that time, and it's been a very successful career for me, and I've been fortunate to now spend quite a bit of time mentoring to other students, particularly, I guess, by the time they're in chiropractic school. With my current job, I don't see patients anymore, but I spend a lot of time in chiropractic schools with the education of students, teaching faculty, giving support through the company I'm with now to those teaching faculty. So trying to give some challenges to, I always kind of make the comment that sometimes as all of us get older and our hair gets a little grayer or our hair gets a little thinner, that some of the challenges that we look at today, which as students are not the challenges that may face us that are getting a little bit older, but as we turn over the reins to this new group, these are going to be some of the challenges or opportunities for this new generation of students. So that's kind of the message that I try to share today, is that, you know, the importance of challenging them to really take the reins and take over these opportunities.